You're probably on this video because of the title and the curiosity around that. And isn't that fun? Isn't that fun when we can glimpse into someone's life from a more authentic perspective? This is one of the things I want to focus on. And this is using YouTube as a journal is genuinely what it feels like. I know that there's a small group of people out there who are tired of the cheese, tired of the surface level use of social media, posting online, and the manipulation, okay? And everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say manipulation. It's you hopping on Instagram as a guy or a girl, and, right, from my perspective, hopping on Instagram and just seeing an ass. Just seeing a big, juicy ass in my face. And that creates an impulse. That creates some kind of emotion, some kind of urge, right? An indulgence. And I can just feel my hormonal strings being played with. That's exhausting. That's exhausting if you continue down that rabbit hole, right? That can just be exhausting over a period of time. And it's not just the sexual stuff, it's the food, it's the lack, right? Another example, let's say you're trying to watch a sports game and they gotta go to break. And they gotta go to break, right? And in those 3 to 5 minutes of watching those commercials, you just went on an emotional roller coaster that took you through several different emotions and impulses and urges. Right? Food. All of a sudden you got a big juicy burger on your screen that is creating a feeling within you. That is exhausting, man. It's exhausting. I don't know how long we tolerate that. I really don't know. But there's people who are looking for that authenticity, right? Through social media. And I really love that idea. And I think the fact that you could look in my written journals and see some of the same topics being talked about, being written about, there's a vulnerability there that isn't common, clearly. And what I found too is using YouTube as a journal is a way to release some thoughts in its most basic form, right? And there's so many different benefits and different things to be worked on for myself. And I know the big one for people is just being able to open up and be vulnerable with what you're posting, right? Putting your face on screen, putting your voice in it, your writings, whatever it is. I know that's a big step for people. And I've been posting videos now for 10 to 15 years. Been making videos, posting videos. So it's not really a big concern for me anymore, but I know that is a big first step for people. And that is a game changer, right? If you can start doing that. The thing for myself is really thought articulation. It's therapeutic in a sense, being able to spill out my thoughts. Speaking without judgment or an audience, because it would be different as if there was someone in this room with me. Okay? There's that other human aspect that need to hold a conversation. There's a relief of me just being able to speak without judgment. And I'm a believer as well, the more authentic you can be online, the more opportunities will open up for you, right? And this is a great example. Let's say you're a 30-year-old man, okay? And I'm from small town United States, okay? So this is what resonates with me. Let's say you're a 30-year-old man, blue collar, hardworking, labor work, right? Drinking beer. Your group of friends has always generally been the same. And there's a tension there. There's a discomfort. There's a sense of judgment, right? Don't venture too far outside of the norm here. Okay. And those are the people in your life, right? That's your friend group. But ever since you can remember in high school, you've always had this interest in writing and poetry specifically, right? You've always had this interest, but you know that was never a fitting thing to do, to bring that up to the people in your life, because that would cause a lot of discomfort for you, right? But you're at a point now where you want to take it to the next step. You can start posting these things. You can start posting your poetry, your work online, and you don't even have to identify with it at first. It can be anonymous. You can do it completely anonymously. And think about how powerful that is. And if you're iterating and improving on the content that you're posting, what it is that you're doing, people will start to see what you're posting over time. People will start to see that. And because of that, you will connect with people in that community, that niche. And that's when it gets interesting. That's when it gets fun. Because you come across people who are interested what you're interested in. Okay? And the sense of fulfillment that brings you is everything. Indescribable, right? And maybe you come across someone who is a tad further than you, but unlike beforehand, before you started posting, now you're seeing someone do a form of work that you didn't know existed before and making an income with it. So you start to have those creative juices start to flow in your head, start to create a vision for yourself. And now you open up a whole new world of possibilities.